everyone, and welcome back to SuperGeniusZeb Plays Starmade. Look at this spinny camera view thing. Do 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 do. Okay, so since the previous episode, I accidentally somehow corrupted my world I was playing on, and had to start all over again. But anyway, I built this thing using these alloyed metal meshes. Yeah, that's what they're called. Alloyed metal meshings. And built this sort of, I guess, wireframe of what I thought a ship would look like. And I learned a couple of things, like, for example, how you really shouldn't fly directly into a sun, because if you do, the sun starts burning up all of your armor parts, and I lost a bunch of weapons and stuff. But anyway, we landed on this ship, and there's been an update, and like they've changed the controls. Like, used to be spacebar was to switch between building and flying mode, and now it's Z. And so that's been throwing me off a little. But anyway, we've got a ship here, and we're on this really weird planet. And something is, I just realized that, well, it's probably best that if we're going to design a ship, we should probably build it in creative mode and then create a blueprint for it. Let me get out of here. There we go. Boing. Ding. So, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create another world in creative mode or something and create a ship and make a blueprint for it, because this game has a blueprint system, and then I'll collect the resources and, you know, survival to make it. So here we go. Oops, wrong stop recording button. Okay. So here is what I've managed to design. This took like hours, but this is what I've got. There's a bunch of cannons and salvage things here, and a whole bunch of cannons like hit down here in the bottom, because I think that apparently these can shoot through blocks or something, I guess. I don't know for sure, but that's what I think they can. So I've also put another one of these salvage modules here. I've also got a bunch of like the computers and power generator thingies here, because the thrusters, and I've put thrusters in front of thrusters, and it actually works. But anyway, I've done a lot of stuff here and tried to make it look nice and smooth and stuff. And I think it looks pretty decent. Or at least for a ship this size, anyway. I've also put some of these crystal, varat, however you say that, crystals over here. They light up and they look really nice. So yeah, and I've also got a gravity unit here. So this is all in the creative world, by the way. I don't have it in the main one. But, oops. I'm outside the ship. No! Yeah, that happens. When I turn on the gravity, and you like can fall out of the ship until it resets the gravity. I've also got these glass doors here. They're nice. Now, so I've saved this as a blueprint, so that it'll be easy to make once I have resources, of course. Oop, no, it's not what I meant to do. Ah. Just close the door. And so yeah, I'm just gonna go and go back to the survival world. Okay, so I went and brought up this screen, and there's a bunch of pre-made ones here, I guess. I should check those out sometime. But anyway, here's mine, and I called it the voxelizer, and I just bought the blueprint, and I'm not really sure how these things work. You just like whoops, hang on, let me put that purple top stuff. Okay, trying to right click to view it. Oh, info. Oh, okay. This is gonna take a little while. Provided We don't have any of this stuff, do we? We got one cannon barrel. Is that as many items from your inventory? Okay. Okay. Yay. We have all the power reactor modules we need. Okay. That looks good. We're going to need some of these. Okay, we're gonna need a lot of stuff. Now, how do you make blue crystal armor? Blue crystal armor. Right. I'm gonna have to go look all this stuff up. And oh no, I think we're being attacked. And we're back in the survival world. Yeah, we were leaving the planet and all of a sudden we're being hit by something. But what? What could be hitting us? I can't tell. Oh no, we are not hit towards that thing. Because I recently have learned that it's a bad idea to charge into suns, because they eat up everything. Alright, we need to go somewhere. Let's try this planet. Okay, so I am on my way to making that ship I built. So I've got a basic factory here, which is currently producing gray hull, and you use gray hull along with blue paint, I think, to make the blue hull blocks. And I think there's some way you make those into what is it called? The slopes and the tetras and all the different like shapes. And so I've got a power source right here, currently powering this factory, and I've got this, which is currently turned off because otherwise it would be draining too much power. And this is the capsule refinery, which I'm going to be using for refining capsules whenever I need them. Although I'm not really sure what I need it for right now. Yeah. So I'm also on this kind of planet again. I like these planets. They remind me of Minecraft. Mainly because, well, I mean, you know, look at it. It's basically Minecraft. Again, except very different. Kind of like, you know, classic Minecraft with amplified terrain, sort of, with the floating islands. Yeah, I like these planets. I've encountered like a volcano planet, a purple alien planet, this planet. I'm not sure if I've encountered a desert planet or not. I can't remember. There are actually ice planets, but I haven't encountered any yet. I encountered an ice-themed asteroid, or, well, part of a planet-like chunk thing before. But yeah, I haven't encountered an ice planet yet. So yeah, I'm just gonna get back to work on this. I think I need... how many? I need to make 168 blue holes, 12 of these, 20 of these. Yeah, okay, I need a lot of these. Yep. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. I'm taking Larimar, and then I use the capsule refinery thing to make Larimar capsules, which I then turn into blue paint in the basic factories. And then using that blue paint, which I have these two running, and by the way, I have no idea how this power system works, so I just placed a bunch of these power module reactors and conduits I've made around, and it seems to be powering everything, because earlier I was having power issues, but now that I've placed all these down, it seems to be working now. And then I'm combining those with gray hulls, which I don't need to tell you how those are made. Anyway, I just combine those into blue hull, which some of which will get turned into wedges, but most of which just stays as it is. And then I take it and I go right-click the blueprint in the inventory, and then stuff. And now we've got most of the blue hull regular blocks, and we're going to need the corners, the heptas, the tetras, and the wedges. Now, we have a bit of a problem. Apparently, the cannon barrel doesn't seem to be in the basic factory's menu of things you can make, so I don't know about that. And maybe not the gravity unit either. So I think we might have a problem there. Have to look into that. But anyway, this is, well, complicated. I mean, I'm starting to get a hang of it, but wow, it takes a lot to make stuff. and this is just a messy layout. But, you know, it's all to get a good, better set, much better than that wireframe thing. But so, yeah. And apparently, the answer to my factory producing problems is just to make a better factory with my existing factory. So yeah, that was easy. Right. Also, this is getting really messy now because I ran out of gray holes, so now I'm making that too. And I'm pulling that out, and then I'm having to pull this blue paint out, put it into blue paint, the gray holes. Oh, and grab out the blue hole, put the blue hole in here to turn it into wedges, which I'm making right now, and then go back here, and actually this thing is turned off right now. If I put it back on, like, on the gray hole, there we go, and then I'll be able to start grabbing this stuff, so I can grab this stuff, and so on, so on, so on. So it takes a lot. I hope there are hopper-like things in this, because if there are like hoppers like in Minecraft, or some sort of like transport system of moving items to automate this sort of stuff, that would be really helpful right now. Okay, so we now have most of the things we need for the voxelizer. However, we still need blue crystal armor parts, cannon barrels, and computers, and a gravity unit. And those are not going to be as easy to get as the things I've done so far. First of all, to make the gravity unit, cannon barrels, and cannon computers, we need the standard factory, rather than just the basic factories I've been using. And a cannon barrel uses highlight capsules. I have quite a few, like, different things like Vart capsules and Larva capsules, but no highlight capsules, so I can't make any of those. And there's this other thing, the gravity unit needs a Vox capsule thing, and then over here you can see in the advanced factory, where is it? It's the crystal armor, like this, actually is made up of quite a few things. First of all, we need blue holes, which we are already making, but we also need to make blue standard armor out of the blue holes using standard hardeners, and standard hardeners require Fertikine capsules. And we also need Varit crystals, which we have some. So yeah, it's going to take quite a bit of stuff to make all this. And since I don't have the materials, I'm going to have to go back into my SIP over here, this wireframe SIP. I should call this a wireframe or something. And speaking of which, it's daytime. It's nice and bright here now. I think I've been through like maybe several day-night cycles on this planet now, doing all this work. But I think it's about time to go and pack up and go into the SIP and set off to go get the resources I need to build my SIP I designed. But anyway, it's time to leave this planet and go off and... What the... Okay, I'm guessing just moving my SIP around because of the way it's designed just causes it to sort of... Oh, I see now. Okay. That explains why it bounces around every time I look up. Okay. It's time to leave this place and go out to other planets in search of the resources we need. So, I think that'll be all the time in this... That's all the time we have for this episode, because I have spent, like, hours doing all this factory stuff. And I hope there's automation in this, with, like, the logic circuits and stuff, because I really want to automate that soon. But anyway, this has been SuperGeniusZeb playing Starmade. And I will see you again in the next video. Goodbye. Do